Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Tuesday, June 13th, and we are here trying to help you make better financial decisions. And sometimes those financial decisions, they don't have to be the best ones. I'm not one of these people who likes to maximize your whole life. We are here to actually deal with your whole life and then figure out how your money can help you get where you want to go. If you need a little assistance, both Mark, the executive producer extraordinaire of this program, and I, the host, are both certified financial planners. We are not in this business full time. We use this as just a way to be smarter about giving you better advice. Our real jobs are, media. We're just media folks. And so if you do have a financial question or a life question that involves your money, most of our life decisions actually involve money, go to our website, JillOnMoney.com. Click the Contact Us button. Let us know if you would be willing to come on the air. While you're there, you can subscribe to our service called Jill on Money Live. That's behind our paywall. $35 gives you access to quarterly live webinars and bonus content like interviews with smarty pants journalists and cool people who will help you maybe make better decisions about Roth IRAs or traditional IRAs. So all that stuff living behind the paywall. Because I like saying I have a paywall. I don't know why, but I like it. Anyway, all that being said, let's get to you. Today we are joined by Lynn, who's on the line from New Jersey. Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Hi, Jill. Good. How are you?
Doing great. What can we do for you?
So I just have a question about, my finances, obviously, and just what my next step should be. My husband and I'm 49. My husband's going to be 43 soon.
Wait a second. I already like this. 43 husband, someone finally realizing that longevity matters. You must marry a man. If you're going to marry a man, you must marry a man who's younger than you are. So well done. All right, now continue.
Actually, did I say 43? I meant 53. Sorry.
You're kidding.
And he's going to be 53.
Then you messed up. You really messed up. The whole point of this was to not marry an old fart who's older than you. I don't understand these women, by the way, who are like, I'm 50 and I'm marrying a 75-year-old. Are you nuts? Do you just want to take care of someone for the rest of your life? I don't care how much money they have. That doesn't sound like a good deal to me, ever. Anyway, he's not that much older. All right, Lynn, what's going on with you two?
All right. So we have a combined income over $200,000. We paid $10,000 in taxes last year, but I had an increase of about $13,000 for this year. So kind of prompted me to say, where are we? What's going on? I got to figure all this out. So I ended up selling some stock that I had to pay off my taxes and to pay off some debt. So I sold about $92,000 in stock. So I'm going to have capital gains that I'm going to have to pay for 2023 taxes, along with my 2023 taxes next year. So that's kind of an issue.
Hold on a second. I just want to go back for a second. I get the paying the taxes. So you sold $92,000 in stock and you had to pay $10,000 in taxes. What kind of debt had you racked up?
Well, I had $30,000 in credit cards that I had to pay off.
Where did that come from? Did that come from an event or just like it just crept up on you?
It crept up on us. We had a business that we sold 8 years ago. So we've I've been holding on to the stock, not wanting to sell anything last resort. We were almost, we were in a situation, might have gone to bankruptcy, but we kept ourselves going. So my husband does a good job now, but the business, he loved it. But anyway, we had to sell it. And so the debt kind of crept up.
Okay. So you had $92,000 in stock. And of that 92, what's the capital gain that you have to keep set? What's the money you're going to owe in capital gains when you file your taxes?
I think it's a 15%, I think.
Okay.
So it'll be about $13,500.
Okay.
In taxes, yeah.
And did you sell that last year, the year 2022?
I sold it this year.
In 23. Okay, so we don't have to deal with this until next April, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Is all the debt gone?
So all the credit card debt is gone.
Good.
And now I have $55,000 that I'm holding in a cash reserve. So this is my question to you guys. So I have that cash reserve, but I also have a HELOC loan that I had to take out. So that is up to $64,000.
Okay.
So now I have 55 in cash reserve, 64,000 in this HELOC. So I'm paying 8.5, which is prime right now, plus the 1%. So I guess I'm paying 9.5. Yeah.
That hurts.
It hurt.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize our prime rate had gone up to 8.5.
Yeah, it's funny it's funny how the Federal Reserve raising 10 consecutive times can just completely wreak havoc on these loans. What's your house worth, would you guess?
My house is worth about $555.
Okay. And what's the primary mortgage amount that remains?
It's $344.
Okay. Do you know the rate of that?
I think it's at, I want to say it's like 3%.
Ooh, I like that. That's good. Okay, great. But there's no other debt right now besides that home equity line of credit, right?
Well, I do have car loans that are going to, that's about $5,000 left
not bad.
on both.
Okay.
We're getting to the end with those. So my husband said, "Oh, why don't we use some of that money and pay off those car
No.
loans?" That's 2%. We
No.
got those at a really good rate.
Yeah. That's good. So that's perfect, though. That's fine. Now let's go back a little bit. So the money that you had sold, that stock, is in a brokerage account. What remains in the brokerage account? Is there any other asset in that account besides the cash reserve?
No, because I did sell pretty much all the stock. So then now we just have our 401ks and IRAs.
Okay. Tell me about those. What do you got?
The total amount we have in savings is like $190,000. So it's not a lot either.
So you mean in retirement savings?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, so I have a rollover IRA. It's $96,000. Another one through my 401k. That's now at $19,000. My company matches at 6%, so I think I'm taking out like 12% right now.
So you're contributing 12% and you get a match. And what about your husband? What does he do?
He's a project manager in construction, and he has a 401k that's about $18,000 as well right now.
Okay, but when you said that 190, that was 190 for all of the retirement or just yours?
So yeah, his would bring us up to about a little over $200,000.
Okay, good. So 210-ish in retirement. Okay. Now, do you have kids?
Yes, so that's another.
These little things. They keep eating. They demand to eat.
Yes. And they're both girls, so it's like they're just like, killing me.
Gosh.
But
how old are they?
One just turned 16 and the other one is 14 and a half. So they're 19 months apart.
Oh boy.
So yeah, my 529s, I have only about 3,000 each for them, which is not a lot at all. I try to put in like 50 a month for each, but I know that I need to take care of myself first. So I haven't been putting much towards.
Don't worry about it. We're going to stop putting $50 a month into that. If we could get rid of that home equity line of credit, obviously, you'd feel a lot more flush. You like where you live? You're happy there?
Yeah.
Besides the sort of surprising tax bill and all of that, any other big changes that you're contemplating right now?
No, I mean, we have to, we have the 2 cars, and I'd like to get another car by next May.
What do you mean? Aren't we going to own these cars outright after you pay off the loans?
Yeah, but we were going to try to give the one car to my daughter. That was paid off.
I don't think so. I don't think that's happening. No, that's not happening. We're going to share cars for now. We got to take care of this stuff. We really have to take care of this stuff. You have life insurance?
Yes, I have $250 for me, and my husband does not though. I think he has like $100 with his job.
With his employer. And you guys have wills?
We do not have a will yet.
Oh, come on.
I know.
And the $55,000 in the cash reserve, any other money in cash, like a bank account or anything else in addition to that or not?
We have about 3,000. It's about 3,000. And that's it.
First things first, we got to fix this cash flow, right? You guys are going to be working for a while. I think you know that. And I'm not even talking to you about retirement this minute. I think that what happens is this. I think that, first of all, stop putting money in the 529 accounts. It's like, you're not going to move the needle. Don't worry. We just want your cash flow. So I think that right now, if you looked at your expenses, forget about the HELOC for a second. Do you know what the actual the house and all that stuff, not including the HELOC, what your monthly expenses are?
I think that it's about $5,000 to $6,000.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, on $200,000, $6,000 a month will be great. You'll be fine. What we have to do is figure out how much of that cash reserve I want to soak up. Do you guys feel comfortable, and I know as comfortable as you can, in your jobs right now?
I'm very comfortable. I feel like I've hit a place finally that is for me. I think my husband was trying to find another job. He might be looking for a new job soon.
But he is secure where he is right this second. Mm-hmm. Okay. If we looked at that home equity line of credit, what is it? What are you putting down on that on a monthly basis?
I think it's about, I think we were doing like 4 something, but I wanted to increase that.
Okay. Mark, what would you say if we took, even though I know we need some of that cash reserve, so we're going to need, remember that we're going to need $13,000 in that cash reserve to pay taxes next year, and we need probably $30,000 just as a baseline savings. But can we take $10,000 of the cash reserve and slap it down on the home equity line of credit?
Yeah, I would do it for sure. I don't see any reason not to.
But I don't think much more than that, do you?
Unfortunately, no. I know she wants to just take it and whack it all away, but I don't think it's not the smart thing.
It's very precarious to do that right now, Lynn, because if one of you were to lose a job, if something happened, we just need that cash. We really do. So what I'm going to suggest is, of the 55, take 10 and slap it down on the home equity line of credit. The car loans are going to be done next year, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just keep paying on those.
How much are those payments?
Those are about $600.
Great. So next year, what you get to do, so we're going to take $10,000, pay down the home equity line of credit, then increase the payment monthly from $4 something to $500 a month. Next year, the payment's going to be $1,100 a month. Okay? You're going to take whatever you were using for the car loans and paying down that home equity line of credit. I'm loath to have you contribute less to your retirement account. Mark, do you agree with that? Because they don't have a ton of money in retirement right now. So do you think that we're okay keeping the amount at her 12% contribution level?
I think they have to, yes. And knowing that $600 a month is going to be freed up next year, yeah, I agree with that.
And no new big expense like a car for your kids. You can't afford it. You have got to get this loan under control, because this home equity, by the way, the interest rate's going to go down. It's now peaked at 9.5%. Maybe it'll peak at 10%, but it's going to start going down. So it's not going to go down as fast as you'd like. So it's going to go 10, 9.5, 9. It's going to go down like that, but it's not going to go down fast enough that it's going to make a big dent. 2 other things that you actually have to spend money on. Can you find out from work if you can purchase more life insurance for you and your husband? You both need $500,000. Find out from each of your workplaces whether you can buy more insurance. See which is less expensive if you can. If not, go online, go to Haven Life, go to Policy Genius, go get a quote. You really need it for, it's actually a short term. You need it for 10 years. That's it. That's all you need it for. We got to get these kids through college. That's your big risk. And then you got to pay. You either have to do a will online, or you got to pay someone who owes you a favor to draft a will for you. Those are your big to-dos. You're at a really interesting and critical point in your life, because your life is going to get much better in the next 24 months from your financial position, or it's going to get a lot worse if you indulge your desire to I just want to get my kid a car and everything's fine and dandy. Don't worry about the kids. We got to get you guys set first. We're worrying right now about I really would like to buy new kitchen cabinets. And I'm saying to you, no, the foundation of the house, we got to fix that first. That's what we're going to do. You feel okay about it? I know it's kind of I'm giving you some harsh stuff, but I think that's why you called, which is you wanted to get on the right track, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
All right. I feel good about this because I actually feel like this moment is a good moment for you. And by the way, you may have sold the stock. I mean, you didn't sell it last year, so you sold it this year. At least stocks were higher this year.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
There's that.
Yeah.
All right, deep breath with me. Deep breath, Lynn. You're going to be okay.
I know. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate this.
It's my pleasure. So, hey, no one said that every single one of these calls is easy. This is the reality. Sometimes we have to prioritize you above your kids. And it's very hard for parents to hear that, which is why if you have a situation like this, I'd love to hear from you. We can help you prioritize the debt and the cash flow, and we can really work through this with you. And if we're all in this together, we're going to make you probably or allow you to make a better financial decision. All right. So go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and let us know if you'd be willing to come on the air. While you're on the website, sign up for the free weekly newsletter. It's right there for you, and you'll get some information. And most importantly, if you need a lifeline, Mark and I, we're here for you. We are your lifeline. Do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.